Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are ripping pre-order packs. We have, like 5 of them here, I guess, at this point. So we got the Team Builder pack, we have the Power-Up pack, which is just 6 Power-Up collectibles. Then we have the pre-order XFactor Choice pack with 18 XFactors, and then the free Spotlight Choice pack, and then the 1 of 4 Women's Hockey XFactor packs. So I have opened, I guess, my starter team, so I'll show you all that before we rip. So this is the starter team. After we ripped all the beginning packs that weren't included with the pre-order, this is what we got. And it's not great, but it never is starting in Hut or any Ultimate team, right? So our best player is probably Denis Gurianov, who's a left winger for the Stars, which are my favorite team, which I think is why we wound up getting him. And then we have Joel Kiviranta. But other than that, it's just a lot of silvers and some bronzes, which is not great. We definitely need some centermen out of these pre-order packs, and some right-handed wingers would be great. And then on the defense side, we need some left-handed defensemen. John Carlson was the X-Factor we got, and I've pressed the wrong button. He is the X-Factor that we got, so we're probably going to upgrade him at least to where he gets 86 speed. And then we don't really have a goalie. So the first thing we're going to do, I think, is probably the Women's X-Factor pack. And I've been told by people, that was kind of sick. I've been told in the by the community, all the people that are playing, watch for the shooting on these, because the skating seems like it's fine, but the shooting is where they've nerfed these gals pretty heavily. So we're definitely going to take a look at that for sure. Take a look. I'm American, so Hillary Knight is one of the bigger names for us here, but I mean, they're right. The slap shot power and the wrist shot power sitting at high 60s is awfully tough. Yeah, and Marie Philip Poulin, I don't know, does have the fastest speed and is the best shooter. So I guess we're going to go with her, off the rip. All right, so the next one we're going to rip, I think, is the pre-order Spotlight Player Choice Pack. This is the first group of master sets. Now, you don't get them fully upgraded, but, they're not bad cards to start with. So we have Chris Letang, David Pasternak, Sarah Nurse, Bowen Byram, Johnny Gaudreau, Alex DeBrincat, Jared McCann, Trevor Zegras, Zach Whitecloud, and Megan Keller. I feel like for me, it's probably between Pasternak and Jared McCann, but I gotta go Jared McCann here. I think that's gonna be what we do. All right, I guess we'll open up the 6 power-up collectibles now, because may as well just get them out of the way at this point. We know what it's going to be, but I feel like this is more than we got last year. I don't remember what we got last year, but this has got to be more. There's no way they gave us 6 last year. I just refuse to believe. All right, so Julie Ostergaard and Michelle Weiss, it's time for you guys to pack your shit. It's been absolutely real, but we are beyond the point of needing bronzes in the lineup, at least at the centerman position. So yeah, it's been fun, I guess. What a great stint you guys have had on the team. At least the first couple of offensive lines are not the worst thing you've ever seen now. We need a left-handed defenseman for sure. Team Builder pack time. Get to pick 2 of the 32. I'm not going to rifle through all of them because I don't really want to, but we're going to take a look at the positions we need. I'll look through them, but we're going to skip for most of the video because there's no point in making this a 20-minute ordeal. There's also so many of them. Is there a way to reveal? Oh, here we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was going to go one by one until I realized there's a reveal all button. That just saved me 5 minutes of my life. Okay, we need a right-handed winger, left defense. Okay, I don't really think we're going to do a team builder Long term? Yeah, I just don't see a way that we take the time to do that. So we're gonna go Schmidt, and then we'll take one from the same division, so that's gonna be Pacific, right? We'll take one from the same division just in case, but yeah, it's probably gonna be Lanny McDonald. He's got 86 speed and decent shot. And then Nate Schmidt from the Golden Knights, both I think in the Pacific. And we need defensemen. We need a left-handed defenseman, and he fits that bill perfectly. So those are the two that we're gonna do off the rip. I do not consider myself an expert, but I do think for the current situation that I'm in, that's gonna be the best way to do it. And I'm sure you guys will let me know that that was a big mistake, but that's just the way YouTube kind of goes sometimes, so that's all right. And then finally we get the pre-order XFactor player choice pack. We'll cycle through all of these. Not every XFactor is in here, so I don't think there's McDavid, I don't think there's McKinnon, and we have to watch all of these, huh? Sick. I'll see you guys in like a second for you, but 20 minutes for me. I will say the XFactor animation is kind of sick, but I don't need to watch it 17 times in a row. I hate to be controversial, but I really don't need to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. So this is gonna be like 20 minutes legitimately. We have Dylan Larkin, Kaprizov, Barkov, Huberdeau, Kane, Barzal, Pasternak, Roman Josi, Kachuk, Zegras, Shea Theodore, Carlson, Fox, Connor, Igor Shesterkin, Stamkos, Markstrom, excuse me, and then Marner. My gut says you got to avoid goalies because that's just the rule of thumb in Hut for real. And then defensemen are interesting, but I feel like you have to go with a forward if you're me out of this pack. Like maybe if you had no defenseman, you would take a defenseman, but we have at least 3 solid ones, so I'm not too hung up about it. I feel like just from last year, we got to avoid Barkov and Huberdeau. And we need a righty. And I had a lot of fun playing with Barzal last year, so I think that's actually what we're going to go with, is Matt Barzal. And he's also not too expensive right now, and he has a lot of speed. So that's going to be who I pick. Yeah, and then we'll stick all these guys in a lineup, show you the team, and then maybe next video you'll see an online game with the scrubs. Also, Julie, I'm not even going to attempt that last name, but we'll see you later, Julie. We'll mess with lines a little bit later, but this is kind of what we're looking at right now for the offense. It's looking a little bit better than it did a while ago, but we do have Jared McCann, Gurianov, McDonald, and then Barzal, Poulin, and Kiviranta. We'll wind up upgrading these two at some point, but we just haven't done it yet. And then the third and fourth line, we're just going to try to keep off the ice as much as possible at this point. Kevin Maganot, it's been real fun, but you're going to be outdone here by Nate Schmidt. But this is going to be the defense for right now. It's going to be Nate Schmidt, Hakanpää, then Carlson, Corey Schumannen, Alexander Lederson, and Michael Boyven. Still don't really have a goalie. Maybe we'll have to figure that out before we hop online for realsies. But this is the team currently as it stands. Yep, this is the team. So like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy. If you have any tips or tricks, roster building, any of that, let me know. You know, because we're going to try to build the best team that we can. We're going to save our 4,600 points for a later date. But that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So I will see you guys in the next video. That's it. That's all I got.